Hi and welcome back to another Christmas planning video. Today we're going to be talking all about how to save money on potentially my favourite thing about Christmas, the food, and how to be frugal around Christmas when it comes to entertaining, how to save money on food at Christmas. I have just done a recent video about how to save money on your groceries, so there's a whole video which is much more generic, like not Christmas based. So go over and watch that if you'd like to see how to save money on your food shop in general. But today, as part of my Christmas planning series, we're going to be talking about how to save money on entertaining and Christmas food. So I really do hope you enjoy it. Let's get into the video. So saving money at Christmas is obviously very, very important now more than ever. And I've shared hundreds of videos here on this channel about how to save money, how to live more frugally, how to be more intentional with your spending, how to better your financial well-being. I've spoken about it all. So if you are new here, then do think about subscribing. I'm Lara, by the way, and I'd love to have you here in this community. I share lots of videos about how to live your best life on a budget, how to save money, how to live more frugally, how to be more intentional, all that jazz. So I'd love to have you here in this audience. And if you do enjoy the video, then do please like it because it helps it go to more people and more people will be able to find it and save money on their food shop at Christmas. So everyone's a winner. Obviously, we're looking to save money on lots of things at the moment, and food at Christmas, well, this year particularly, is probably double what we spent last year. Let's not beat around the bush. So, you know, I spoke in my recent video about how to have a frugal Christmas, about buying something every time you go to the supermarket that can go towards your food shop for Christmas, whether that is a bottle of wine or a box of mince pies or your Christmas pudding or your mincemeat, like something that you can store from now until Christmas to help you save money on your Christmas food shop because it's going to be expensive. First of all, we want to be planning out our Christmas food in advance. So that may well sound a little bit over the top because it's quite far away, but having like a plan of exactly what you're going to be buying can really help you because it means that you can pick up the items when you see them on offer. If you're in a supermarket that you don't maybe normally go to and you see a different offer for something, because they do vary their offers, then you can pick it up there and then and you know what it is that you need. It also means that you're not having any extra food left over, which is a huge contribution to how much you're spending on food if you're wasting it, and it means you know what you're doing, which is great for Christmas because it is so busy this time of year. So have a meal plan when it comes to like weekly. As always, we should be doing that anyway to save money, but then when it comes to the Christmas food shop, have a meal plan of, you know, you may well be out more, you may well be going to other people's houses, so you need to buy food for that. Just gets you organised, makes you feel like you know what you're doing, and it will really help you spend less money at Christmas if you are organised with it now. The next one is setting a budget. Now, I have done an entire video all about Christmas budgeting, and there is actually a Christmas budget and planning sheet available on my website if you would like to go over and grab yourself a copy. It's LaraJoannaJarvis.com and head to the shop there. There's loads of free printables, debt tracker, saving tracker, all that sort of thing as well. So yeah, go over there and have a little look and it will help you get organized. But the Christmas budget tracker just means that you can add in all of your food costs and you know what it is you're going to spend. But it also will track things like what presents you've bought and who you're buying for, if you need to send them, their addresses, what you're spending on food, clothing, shopping, presents, cards, whatever it is. So yeah, I'll leave you the link for that in the description bar. Having a budget at this point can just help you like kind of have a more conscious decision on the things that you're willing to spend money on, because you might be going out for drinks with work friends, or you may well be doing a sort of Secret Santa night with your family or something. And it just means you can budget for it now. So you know exactly what it is you're going to have to spend or save for. So that when you get there, you're not having to borrow to pay for it. So once you've done your menu and you know what food you're going to be needing, you've done your meal plan, then it's time to create a shopping list. You can use something called Trolley, which is a really good website that you can track the prices. Like if you want to buy Baileys, you can see which supermarket has it on offer for at that time, because believe me, you don't want to be spending full price, even though it's a lovely drink, because somewhere will always have like a £5 off offer, like pretty much a third off or 25% off. So make sure you're being savvy when you're doing this and you're planning out your shopping list according to where has the best deals. Also try a website called Camel for having discounted prices and making sure there is actually a discount. It's great for Amazon, Black Friday, that sort of stuff. So yeah, make sure you are creating a shopping list according to what is the best offer at the moment. Next up, we want to be sharing the load, my friend. You better believe that people probably don't want to be cooking a massive meal for guests all the time either. So you're not alone if you're thinking that. So share the load, invite friends over, get the invite back, know that you're going to be sharing it, talk about it, say, you know, you want to have them over, but it'd be great if we could, you know, come to you as well, and just be open with your friends. Like, this is the key thing to remember at the moment, that you are not alone. You're not the only one that's trying to think, how the heck am I going to afford Christmas this year? Because we're all finding ourselves in this boat where everything is double the price. We're potentially have lost income, and it's just a really difficult time, but you are not alone. So be open with your friends and family. Like I've said in the past about gifting for Christmas, if you can't afford to buy your friends or your family a present, then just tell them, explain to them why, say you'd love to do something else for them potentially, you know, like I said in my recent How to Have a Frugal Christmas video, gift them the gift of babysitting. Let me tell you, we're coming from someone that only has one babysitter that I won't want to call on too often because it's not fair. Having someone to babysit for us would be an amazing present. So yes, think about that sort of thing and be open with your friends and family. If you are enjoying the video, I'd love to have you here as a subscriber for lots more videos about how to live your best life on a budget, how to save money, how to make money, how to live more frugally, and loads of other videos in between. I'd love to have you here as part of this community. And if you're enjoying the video, do give it a like so it helps other people find it. The next one is, let's go back to basics and start baking our own goods, baking our own presents as well. You know, you can make up some toffee, just find an easy recipe, and handmade things are often much nicer to give to people than bought things. But you know, if you're making a Christmas pudding, can you make it from scratch? Although beware, it's not actually more costly to make it from scratch, because that can actually sometimes be the case. Make mince pies, sausage rolls, all that sort of thing to help you reduce the cost of what you're spending on Christmas food. Unpopular opinion, but sometimes necessary. Not drinking over Christmas can save you a fortune. Never mind the health benefits and the anxiety the next day. Raise your hand if you're feeling that these days. By the way, I've got a cut on my hand because I fell over yesterday. It's all part of getting old. I'm losing my balance. So yes, just think of, you know, can you actually go without drinking? It's going to save you on taxi rides if you're going out somewhere. It's just in general a better option. I love to have a glass of wine with friends on a Saturday night. Curl up on the sofa with Stu and have a glass of wine. But it can cost you a lot of money. So can you maybe cut down on alcohol consumption? And if you are buying it, then make sure you're buying it when it's on offer. Get those 25% off 6 bottles and make them last the month. You know, like, there's different ways of tweaking it so you don't have to miss out, but you can be a lot more frugal and cost effective than not being aware of it. And I hope that it goes without saying, but don't feel bad for asking people if they're coming over to bring a bottle. Like, legitimately, I would never turn up to someone's house for like an event like that without bring in a bottle, because I would just never do that. But maybe you need to make it obvious to people that you would like them to bring something, and I think it's absolutely fair enough to ask people for that. As with lots of things when it comes to buying food, buying supermarket own brand can cost you a lot less, and often it will taste the same, especially for sort of not too specialized. But yeah, Aldi, we know how much I love Aldi, guys. There's so much in there, but you can spend a lot of money if you're going there. Maybe you don't live near one, or you are tempted by the middle aisle stuff. But yeah, think about using own brand stuff. It's obvious, but sometimes we go for the branded stuff because, I don't know, we think it's going to be nicer. But for some things, it will taste the same to go supermarket own brand, and it'll cost a lot less. I have kind of touched on this, but make sure you are getting the best prices for things. So make sure you're getting the special offers that are on at any time, and you're stocking up on them as well. So often they may well do like a 3 minimum purchase, but if you can stock up and it's maybe a gift or something that you see on a really good deal, or a bottle of wine that's really cheap, or I don't know, like your pudding or something, then make sure you're getting it if it's on a special offer, even if you don't need it right then. If you can store it, it's going to save you money in the long run. Also, look out for special prices from the loyalty cards like Nectar, Tesco Club Card, all of those things. I love them, but you have to make sure they are actually the best prices. So make sure, and if they do a supermarket voucher exchange, so often you can do like your Nectar cards, you can then spend in Argos. Tesco Club Cards sometimes do days out, that sort of thing. Make sure you're making the most of these offers, and I may actually do a video all about this. I don't know, let me know if that will be helpful. Like the supermarket loyalty card benefits. But yeah, make sure you're doing that and then making the most of the deals that are on. Speaking of which, make sure you are getting the coupons, and do I even need to mention this? The cashback. Cashback is key at the moment. You're spending your money. Make sure you're getting paid for it, because personally, unless something has cashback on it, I very rarely buy it unless I know I'm going to get cashback. I will leave my cashback link in the description. You can get a free £10 or £15 cashback simply by joining and then spending some money to get, I think it's like, if you spend £15, you get £15 at the moment. I'm not sure. But then what you can do is, like I've shared my link with you, you can share it with your partner, with your friend, your mum, your dad, whatever. And then you also get that cashback from them. So it's a really good offer. And I think it's £15 at the moment, but you'd need to check yourself. I'll leave my link in the description bar. But yeah, supermarkets, they do cashback, whether you're buying train tickets to go to see your family, a hotel night to see your family, whatever it may be, you can get cashback on, so don't forget to use it. I just feel like I'm a fiend for cashback because I hate it when people don't earn it. But also with that is making sure you get your any apps that do discounts as well. So make sure you're making the most of that, because there's so many out there. I will share some useful links in the description bar for the things that I use, and like some things for side hustles as well that I do, in case anyone wants to make a bit of extra money this time of year. As I said in my how to save money in your grocery shop, let's just whiz through a couple of these. Buying frozen can sometimes be way more efficient price-wise, and actually things like peas are so much nicer unless you're literally eating them off of the pod when they're really sweet and little. Sometimes like they are much nicer frozen and you can get a better price. Things like smoothies, anything like that, frozen fruit, so much cheaper. So yeah, look out for frozen things that you can buy that saves you money on buying fresh, and they don't go out of date as quickly, so you can keep them for longer. And the same of course for tinned goods. If it's like tinned figs, I don't know, do they do that? Jarred figs, I think it is. Charred peppers, that sort of thing. If you can buy them in a jar, they're going to save you money and they're going to last longer too. Another one, buying in bulk, really important if you're buying a lot of something, like if there's an offer on sausage meat and you want to make sausage rolls, that sort of thing. Make sure you're buying in bulk, and then you can store it as well and use it over the Christmas period. Cooking from scratch is always going to save you money as well. Throw it all in dinner, one of my favourite types. Literally just all the odds and ends that you've got of like veggies in the fridge, chuck it in, make a pasta dish, put some cheese on it. Lovely. Again, we're reducing meat consumption. That's going to help with saving money on food at Christmas. And you know, you may well not want a veggie Christmas, but in the lead up to it, can you reduce your meat consumption? Maybe meat-free Mondays or something like that. A couple of meat-free dinners a week will save you lots of money too. Leftovers. Make sure you're storing your leftovers correctly so that you're not wasting food. Make sure it's airtight. Make sure if you have too much turkey left over, freeze it, make a pie out of it, make sandwiches out of it. Like literally day 3 after a roast dinner, I'm still eating the veggies left over, and I whiz them up with a bit of stock and make a lovely soup, which is like essentially a free meal, but really hearty, really delicious. So make sure you're storing your leftovers correctly, and you can utilize the food for longer and spend less money on food because you can use more of it. And then finally, it's decorating. You don't need to go all out crazy decorations for the Christmas dinner. Like, simple things are often the nicest. Get your napkin, get a little sprig of fir and tie a little bit of jute string around it. It looks lovely, and it won't be any cost at all. So think of these little ways that you can save money on decorating without going crazy overpriced with everything. I hope this was helpful, guys, and you got some tips. Let me know your frugal hacks for entertaining and for doing Christmas on a budget. I'd love to hear those in the comments. I know everyone else would love to hear them too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back really soon with another Christmas video, and lots of videos in between as well. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye.